Hello, this is Sorvesteon coming to you with another World of Warships video. This is going to be a short video, and it's going to be mostly about me epically failing and getting rewarded for it with none other than the Close Quarters Expert Achievement. This is a replay of a battle from when I was recording footage for my ARP Congo video, and unfortunately, in this battle, I was getting some really bad lag. In the battle before this one, I had suddenly gotten some really bad lag too, and I was hoping it would clear up quickly, but when I loaded into this battle, my ping was over 2,000 milliseconds. It was just impossible to do anything. I'd line up a shot and it would take 3 seconds before my guns fired. And of course, since the lag was so bad, the enemy ships weren't where I was seeing them on the screen either. So this whole battle, I felt like I wasn't going to be able to contribute much, since I couldn't even hit the broadside of a barn. So, resigned to my fate, and considering I couldn't really help much, I figured I would go be a meat shield for my cruisers on the right flank. Now watch those 2 squadrons of enemy fighters coming in from E6, who are ganging up on that poor squadron of friendly fighters. Our carrier had tried to scout out the enemy, but the enemy carrier decided to deny us any intel on his team's movements by forcing our carrier to retreat. This lack of intel at the start of the game would have a big impact on how the battle unfolded. I don't know if you've noticed, but I've got a beautiful ARP Miyoko following me. The ship is all pink, and I can't wait to get one. I think I'm about halfway through that mission at the moment. I've been working on a lot of videos lately, so I haven't been able to spend too much time on it. And now that ARP Miyoko has started turning in to provide anti-air support for our carrier's returning fighters, who still have those 2 enemy fighter squadrons hot on their tail. But with him turning back, that leaves the whole right flank to me, who is just experiencing the worst lag, and to the Nuremberg way the hell up ahead of me. So far up, in fact, that there's really nothing I can do to help him. It looks like that ARP Miyoko was able to help thin out the enemy carrier's planes, but unfortunately now the whole enemy team knows how my team is moving. And the Nuremberg seems to be having some difficulty, because now he's going up against 2 Pensacola's alone, who have 203mm guns. And as you can see, he's not doing very well. You gotta remember that the Nuremberg isn't built to take hits, especially from higher tier cruisers. Its thickest armor is only 50mm, and that's not gonna protect you from 203mm shells. That's why you don't sail so far ahead of the rest of your team, especially in a ship that has paper for armor. So now he's doing the only thing he can do, which is to minimize his profile and run away. Now you might have noticed that I haven't landed a single hit on the Nagato that I've been firing at, because the lag was so horrendous, and it was really pissing me off. So I decided to do the dumbest thing you can do in a battleship. I turned to start pushing up the 7 line on my own into a narrow and confined area with no support, and to top it off, an enemy Nicholas just popped up around E9, so I fully deserve what's going to happen to me. Now I want to say that you should try to keep your battleship in open water, and do not go down narrow straits unless you have someone to scout ahead for you, or you're sure that there are no enemy destroyers lurking nearby, or unless you absolutely cannot avoid it. And in this battle, I really wish I had taken my own advice, because at this point I probably should have turned around and gone over to support the Nuremberg. Even if I couldn't hit anything, I could have at least have acted as a shield for him. But I was too frustrated with the damn lag, and I had stopped thinking straight. Now behind that Nagato is an enemy Nuremberg who has been taking a few pot shots at me and who manages to set me on fire. But the real problem is that he and that Colorado are spotting me for their team. Everyone on the enemy team knows there's a stupid new battleship pushing up the 7 line all by himself. So now there's a big old sign over my ship saying, "Come kill me, I'm an easy target." But finally, the Nagato is close enough that even with a 3-second lag time on my shots, I'm able to hit him. So I figured the best thing to do was just to run my ship aground and try to put as many shells into him as possible. And that's when the Nicholas comes through the gap and I almost shit my pants. Now immediately my secondary guns incapacitate his engines and he slams himself into the island to launch his torpedoes. I put my ship into full reverse. The Nicholas launches a second set of torpedoes. His first set is too far forwards, but his second set are dead on. But praise RNGesus, he didn't get a detonation. That strike did knock out my engines, so now I'm a sitting duck with my main guns pointed at the Nagato, but my secondary guns are tearing him apart. And booyah! Close quarters expert. Now, to be honest, at the time I didn't actually see any of this because I was zoomed in on the Nagato. So I was really surprised when I saw that I had gotten a kill and I had gotten close quarters expert, because I was fully expecting that destroyer to sink me. It was only afterwards when I watched the replay that I saw the epicness of what had happened. And if he had hit me with his first set of torpedoes as well as a second, well, that would have been it. But that's a chance you take when you get that close to a battleship and a destroyer. If you don't kill the battleship quickly and you get immobilized at a very close range, you are not going to survive. Now at this point, I was still going to die. So I tried to get a citadel on that enemy Nuremberg. But it seems my luck had run out. So there was nothing more to really do but accept my fate, because that Nuremberg's torpedoes were not going to miss. And even if by some miracle they had, that Nagato certainly would have finished me off. But meh, considering my epic fail, I think it was a worthy trade, since close quarters expert is a really hard achievement to get, and it's not like I was going to be that useful anyways with the lag that I had. At least I did manage to take down a destroyer with me. So, thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed the video, and I hope you click like and subscribe to my channel for more videos about World of Warships. Take care, and I'll see you next time.